Hi, I want to welcome each and every one of you to tonight, the 40th Board of Directors reunion for Youth Emergency Services.
I really think of the founding people as the staff that helped start the first house because they did all the research to help get the funds. A lot of us were pretty young at that point and we were running alongside some very committed people. Then I had a call yesterday from Dennis Madigan in Arizona, and Dennis was one of the two people, and the other person was John Gergen, who's in Texas, who signed the incorporation documents for Youth Emergency Services in 1976. We opened the house in 74, but didn't incorporate until 76, and then came out from under United Methodist Metropolitan Ministries. Dennis said, "This event is bringing back so many old memories of good times and good people in Omaha. It's amazing to think that 40 years have passed. I plan to be in Omaha in April and look forward to a tour at that time."
At this time, I would like to introduce you to Mary Fraser Mites, who's going to come up and tell you a little bit about where we're at today.
So I thought you might like to have a perspective of how many young people we've served this last year. Through June 30th of 2012, we served over 1,000 young people through the Street Outreach Program. That's 300 more than the previous year, so that's phenomenal. 30% of the young people through the Street Outreach Program were pregnant or parenting, and that's young men and young women. We provided safe housing for 246 of those 1,000 young people. 73 young people received the safety net of the emergency shelter. 52 young people were in our transitional living program and maternity home, and this year we added a new idea for transitional living called Transition in Place. So they work with us and live in houses that we have, and then they move into their own apartment in the community, wherever they want to live, and we help them for 6 more months. That has helped people like Reggie and Dominique to be successful because they don't have that family support that we can provide them, and they are doing phenomenally well. 8 young women graduated from high school last spring. 8. That's phenomenal. We have 19 slots. 8 graduated, and they're all in school or have a job, and one has a job full-time and is on her way for promotions. That's Dominique, and she's also going to school part-time. So they're working really hard to become self-sufficient. All the young people in our programs have a mentor, and our mentoring program is growing, and we just talked to someone today for an increase in our mentoring program to serve more young people. So we're really excited about that. Being visible in the community and telling our story is so important. We really want to end youth homelessness by 2020. So it takes all of us, and everybody needs to talk about it and know about it. So we have done great jobs being on television with our current hairstyles, and we are telling the story. We go and talk to hundreds of people every month. So we've got a great team that goes around and talks to folks. You might wonder how many staff we have to do all this work. We have 28. That's it, 28. And 11 of them are part-time. So they do amazing work and are just out there all the time. Our budget is $1.3 million. I remember the person talking about writing a check. Our current budget is $1.3 million. About 60% of the funding comes from federal government. We're working on diversifying that because last year was kind of scary. Right, Jim? 20% comes from foundations, and we have phenomenal support from our foundations in our community and across the country. 8% is from events, golf outing, Selva, United, or the Union Pacific helps us with the golf outing, and then Dance for a Chance. Who's danced? Has anybody in here danced? Uh-oh, guess what? 4% is from corporate, and 7% is from individuals and community groups. So I just thought that might be helpful for you to know where we are because you've seen where we've come.